Technology is now a necessity in terms of everyday life, from education to navigating around a city. We have technology available to us to enable the management of our daily lives and the sharing of available information. Life without technology may be pointless in today's dynamic world. Technology is one key element for mankind's survival in a quick-paced world. Just one click on our smartphones and ask Siri or Google almost everything.
As you all know, we are now living in a modern world where technology has emerged and plays a vital role in every aspect of our lives. ICT, or the Information and Communication Technology, as a part of it, has been used in many various ways, especially when it comes to education. However, there are some precautions and safety uses that we must be aware of. Allow us to present some safety uses of ICT for teaching and learning.
The practices that address safety issues for teaching and learning is the illegal access to instructional materials online, especially in this new normal kung saan we're using online apps for class meetings and the modular distance learning. At aminin natin na kapag hindi natin alam ang pwedeng may isagot, it is very easy for us to just go online and search for the answers. We're visiting many sites and accessing information which can be used. Another one is using ICT to facilitate cheating in an examination or plagiarism in an assessment. It is somewhat related on the first practice kasi nga, one click lang kay Mr. Google, then meron na agad tayong sagot. And as I have heard sa kwento, since online meet and online exam nga, may ilang students who were taking examinations while having a video call with their friends, sharing answers and such. And that's a cheating. We're using ICT in an appropriate way.
The practice that address safety issue in teaching and learning is the review of internet materials to be used for school works. With regards to safety issue, I have encountered a lot of hackers and hackings. We all know that there are 8 times that we need to become more safety and aware to what will happen to our social media accounts.
It is quite hard to control what is happening in the internet, for we cannot just shut it down because most of us can access it freely. And I think as a student, it is quite a big help to have this self-discipline. For we must know what are the things that will be beneficial for the long run and not just temporarily beneficial. And we must remind ourselves that doing our works or the assignments that are given to us does not intend to have or to make our lives harder, but instead it will train us for our future jobs and it will give us a sense of fulfillment. We can use ICT and its different platforms as help, but we should use it smartly and without putting ourselves into danger.
Ensure there are no trading wars across or around the classroom which people could trip on. Electrical sockets should not be overlooked. Electrical equipment should be safety tested at least once a year. There should be adequate space around desks for people to move. Food and drink should not be placed near at the machine. And last is, staff should follow the safety regulations.
As an IT practitioner in the field of academia, one of the alarming concerns that ICT poses in teaching and learning is the convenience of accessing unauthorized information. This includes, but not limited to, photographs of a copyrighted material, plagiarism, unauthorized sharing of material, and etc. In my own classroom, I always ask for sources, and every material presented should have a corresponding reference.
In providing learning materials and communicating to learners in this time of pandemic, digital platforms like Google Classroom, Facebook group, and likes are used. It is important to tweak the settings of these platforms in order to set boundaries and improve privacy that will ensure the safety of content being shared to learners. Rules are also given for proper behavior of learners upon sharing content.
My observations in these practices are, users do not pay actual attention or care to what may happen next. Basta makahanap lang ng sagot, go. Basta makakopya ng sagot, go lang, without minding that they are doing the wrong thing and might put themselves at risk.
I observed that the practices are challenged to offer useful related policy guidance for rapid development and innovations in the technology sector.
So my observation about it is all about raising awareness of how the way we use of ICT significantly harm our health and safety, and what we can do to ensure a healthier computing environment.
So, what are my observations in practices that address safety issues in ICT for teaching and learning? Filtering post content does maintain the safety of each learners from malicious or harmful posts.
Well, there are laws that combat and limit these practices, but the existence of these laws is not a problem. And what we need? What we need is certainty. Certainty that someone should go punished.
We have learned a lot of things today about safety uses of ICT, and as a future educators, we think and we know that technology will be a really big help, not just for teaching, but also for learning.